Welcome back, one and all, to Random Gaming Ninja. Apologies for the long wait. For those of you who do not know, this Random Gaming Ninja serves in the United States Air Force. And I was deployed recently, and now, since I've been back home, it's time for a fresh recording. So thank you for your patience. Let's get right into it. The Wild West mod. In the 7 Days to Die mod launcher, available online, simple Google search should be the top result, if not one of the top results. There are other YouTube channels that showcase this mod, including, but not limited to, Glock 9, one of my personal favorite 7 Days to Die gamers on YouTube. So, we're going to name this game Wild West in a new random world. Call it Wild West. All one word, lowercase, world size, chunk persistence, no advanced generation, offline, 200% XP, adventure default. Basic stuff is fairly straightforward. I'll go ahead and increase the enemy count to 10. Walk speed, no feral sense, no airdrops, and I have modded the game files. Loot abundance has been cranked up to way too big. So you're going to see some advanced loot abundance. Daily quest progression has been increased to maximum. We're going to go ahead and get straight into this. It's going to be a hot minute before it loads in, and that's perfectly acceptable. So yeah, a huge shout out to everyone who has made this journey possible. For the 10 plus years that I have been a part of YouTube, there have been so many inspirations that led to the creation of the Random Gaming Ninja and the Random Ninja Clan. For all the people that have joined up along the way, I thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, because without everyone that has been a part of this, all motivation would have been lost along the way, and this channel would have most likely wound up deleted, like so many others who have given up along the way. I mean, sure, there are so many other big names out there worthy of mention that have been an inspiration to so many others, and I am no different. Some of the primary examples would be the people who deserve a mention for helping me to establish, even starting this journey on YouTube, would be Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Glock 9, and there are so many other examples that I actually want to take a moment to give thanks to. Daily Dose of Internet, Smitty, Let's Game It Out, Dangerously Funny, Dungeon Soup, Sea Nanners, Wildcat, The Spiffing Brit, Z1 Gaming, Captain Sparkles, Nifty Smith, Azers, I love his voice impressions, WatchMojo.com, Cartoons, and honestly, there are so many others that I could spend literally a whole video simply giving a shout out to all the people that have helped me get to where I am. But enough of that. Let's get right into the game and hope that no error messages load up while we're getting into it. Because when you alter the game files, especially in a mod pack, it can lead to errors. So just play it safe. I know what I'm doing simply because I've been doing this for a while. Alright. Medical bandages. Hunting knife. I imagine this is something that we can ride. I don't want to use that just yet. Feels a little cheap. Let's wear the ranger hat. And let's open at least one of these quests in a moment. Let's open the challenges window first and track that, or sorry, redeem. Don't just track, redeem. That will open up the tutorial. That way we can get this game going in earnest. Alright, well, I am more than happy to play 7 Days to Die because it has been the source of much entertainment and challenge as far as video games are concerned. And I am happy to rise to said challenge because video games have been a source of entertainment for me for a long time. As you can see, the loot abundance has already come in clutch. 1,000 murky water, which is highly unnecessary. I could have swore I heard a zombie yelling, which should not be possible this early on. Whatever. If it comes, we have the means to deal with it. Matter of fact, keep my head on a swivel. It's probably just music from completing the quest. Just gonna harvest this whole thing, just in case. You never know. You know how it is. Excessive resources, more often than not, can lead to less headache down the road. Oh, wow, we got an apple. Let's go ahead and check recipes. Apple pie, honey apple. I'll just go ahead and eat that. What? What? Okay. I'm guessing that did not lead to helping out our hunger. I'll go ahead and try and knock out these starter challenges for this mod. After all, we're in this together. Hunting club. Not my favorite weapon. But just in case, you never know. I'm harvesting this. I'll harvest this because honey is in one of the starting quests, which I need to complete the first tidbits before I go worrying about that, because otherwise it won't count. Come on now, where are you at? There's so many different POIs here. Alright, let's check this. Oh yeah. Boom. One less thing to worry about. So yeah, thanks to the item stack increase and loot abundance increase, when I harvest magazines, it usually increases it to the point where I can read them all and unlock everything. Which breaks the game. I'm going to be honest. It breaks the game. Like, watch this. 200 eggs, 820 feathers. So unnecessary. Like, I don't even need to harvest the nest at this point. Boom. Alright. Primitive outfit. Easy. Wear that. Then we'll go to the challenges window and unlock everything with the redeem. Boom. Straight to the trader. Pretty close by. So that will be the norm of this playthrough. I will have more than enough resources compared to the average playthrough. It will seem overpowered, and that's fine. I'm not worried about appearing overpowered. That's my own doing. I only have myself to blame. If you don't like it, hey, you don't have to be here. Like, you don't want to watch some douche watch how overpowered he is in a game. That's me. Just the random gaming ninja, enjoying a game, knowing full well what I'm getting myself into. So, if this isn't your cup of tea, someone who's able and willing to edit their videos for the sake of everyone watching, that's all well and fine. I don't have an editor. I myself am not skilled in editing videos yet. Maybe I'll get there one day. But for the time being, I'll just increase the loot abundance and be happy with what I am able to accomplish for now. So, if need be, I will take advantage where I can. Example, watch this. Hello, zombie. See, my damage multiplier only accounts for blocks. Does not count for zombies. And since I've unlocked the main quest line, I should have access to all the other quest lines. So once I get 5 jars of honey, that will complete one other quest, which is only one piece of a main quest line on another branch. Not the biggest step forward, but nonetheless, a step in the right direction when it comes to completing quests in this game. So, with all that said, take a sip of water. Normally you start with 1, but I altered the game files, gave myself 2. Ooh, he almost got me. And would you look at that? It's a trader within a fenced area. But I wonder, is this fenced area impervious to zombie damage or not? So yeah, like I was saying before, 99 Forged Ahead books. I'll go ahead and just use these. Usually I have an auto clicker in place for this. Unfortunately, the auto clicker seems to no longer work with 7 days to die. That sound is most likely coming from outside. Hi. Goodbye. Okay. Hopefully I can avoid waking up any other zombies. Anyway, as I was saying, as you can see, I have already maxed out my Forged Ahead books, and as I loot, you can see that what I gain is excessive. That's my playstyle. I have made the choice to have excessive loot abundance, so if this offends you, I do apologize, but this is how I have chosen to play. That includes, but is not limited to, loot. Whatever the game gives me, like look at this, almost 1,500 forged iron. And as I sell to the trader, that will be hugely profitable, making the game ultimately useless. Okay, cool. All right, that answers my question. If you hear that, invincible trader, which means zombies will have no effect in damaging the outskirts. So while I can't break into that specific crate, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I'm more concerned with whether or not the trader can be broken into by zombies. Hearing that noise gives me confidence that it should be relatively invincible. See, I can't even gather plants. I'm thankful, honestly. Like, I'm not even going to complain. Knowing the trader is invincible to zombies is huge, especially in a mod. Look at all these zombies. I don't need chrysanthemum seeds as much as I would appreciate doing a farmer version of this game. If I wanted to play a farmer type game mode of 7 Days to Die, I know exactly how to do that. You don't have to burp in my face, bro. I mean, I get it. Here I am, you know, hitting you with a hunter's knife, and I'm sorry about that, but you did burp in my face. So, sorry. Not sorry. This mod has a lot of zombies. Way too many, if you ask me. Like, there's literally a spider zombie right over there. Alright. Excuse me. Excuse you. Like, I'm sorry that I have to be so aggressive, but you kind of left me with no other option. Oh gosh, I don't need that much. Let's just go with 50 arrows to start. Okay. Come on, chicken. And I've scared the chicken away. Dang it. That's my fault. I scared the chicken away. There's a lot of zombies around. I'm not interested in attracting their attention. So I will try to stay quiet for now. But you know how it is in this game. They can sense you, especially in the beginning of the game. So I'll just play it smart as best I can. And since I haven't played this version in a while, I'm going to play it a little bit slower than I'm used to. Let's go ahead and turn off the voice of traders. Well, darn. Ambient sound. In-game. Yes. Profanity filter on. Thank you. Alright, we can turn these back up. Not worried about that. Now that the profanity filter is on, I'm not worried about that. Cool. The one thing I was concerned about was the trader saying curse words. Ooh, okay. Alright, I have just... Yeah, I have honestly just kind of cheated the game to its maximum. As much as I don't need anything currently, I'm still willing to take advantage where I can because this game is fun when you allow it to be fun. When you deny yourself the possibilities and struggle with the game, which is the norm, if you want to struggle, hey, I'm not going to hate on it. You struggle as much as you want to struggle in this game. If that's your prerogative, you go for it. I ain't worried. Don't let nobody else concern you for your play style. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take that job, accept his special job to get the jobs started for the most part. Alright, who's next? It's pretty close. First and foremost, let's establish a base. Alright, looking at the surroundings, majority of the buildings seem to be in the northward persuasion. And no, I'm not going to set right next door. That's silly. Alright, a little bit of damage, not bad. I even caught myself a chicken. That's weird. This is a little too close. See, I would want this POI because it's made out of the proper material. But I did this in a previous playthrough, so I'm going to pass it by for now because I know that I can do right by this playthrough. Excuse you, sir. You're feral? No thank you. I said, you're feral? No thank you. No. Stay. 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 You just refuse to listen. Well, that was just rude. And now I have to use honey because I got infected. Hey, lady. Hey, you. There we go. Okay. Quack's Miracle Elixirs. Alright, I'm focused. 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 Alright. Now, plenty of these buildings have potential. But for me specifically, this building is made out of tougher materials. So, what I'm going to do is make this specific location my base. And then develop a location to fight the zombie horde later on. Let's see here. Alright, now, before moving forward, we got some skill points. So, fortitude. I'm not worried about that. Pain tolerance, healing, cardio, food, lucky looter, lock picking, and Wild West experience. Alright, hopefully I find some drinkable water. Alright, somebody is clearly on to me. Oh, it's you. Hi. Yeah, burn victims are welcome to enjoy the playthrough with me, but let's try and keep things civil. Wire tool, oh my goodness. That sells for a lot. Okay. Yeah. I'll be setting this place up as a base. what do we got? 8,000. Oh yeah, this mod's broken. I don't even need that. Get that out of here. I don't need these things lingering around. All right. Wooden storage crates. What else? What about a land claim block? There it is. Let's craft that. That's part of one of the quests. And how many of these can I make? Oh, goodness. I only need like 12. Oops. Yeah, 12. Seems about right. Let's get rid of unnecessaries. Right, so that's the goal. Set this place up as a base. In fact, I will be getting rid of the floor at some point. Boom. In fact, let's get a bedroll in here. What's it? Oh, plant fibers. Okay. My goodness, y'all just come out of the woodwork, don't you? Like earwigs. And trust me, as a kid, I found my fair share of earwigs in the woodwork. And when I say woodwork, I mean the stacks of wood from cutting down trees, splitting them with the splitter, and then stacking them on our property. Literally. That is not a joke. That is facts. Well, bad zombies out of sight, out of mind. How about a door? Wooden door. There it is. Let's get 2 of those puppies going. If I don't need to fight a zombie, I'm not gonna fight a zombie. I have stuff that I can sell to the trader. And it looks like I might need to dig in the ground here. Alright, well, instead of digging in the ground for now, let's actually set up these boxes. For now. Alright, so this one will be trader items. Let's see here. Above that, we will have armor. Next to that, we will have weapons. Next to that, we will have ammo. And mods that we will most likely collect for weapons. Under the land claim, we will have materials marked as mats. Why is that not displayed? Oh boy. Well, that's unhelpful. In which case, I'm going to go ahead and take that because I can't rotate it. Anything that is not displayed is not helpful. Well, I done messed myself up. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Not gonna waste my time. Alright, we'll just start with the ones that are not in need of being destroyed. This one will be materials, marked as mats. Over here we'll have food. This one will be marked as drink for beverages. This one will be health. I was going to do heal, but health seems appropriate. And since we're still working on things, let's just hold off for now. Okay. Materials, materials. Right, one will be marked as forge items for stuff like iron. Let's see here, food, stuff like this. Drink, stuff like this. Materials, stuff like this. One of these will be marked as parts for things like these machete parts. For the trader, we can put these items in here. Alright, materials, this. Kerosene will probably mark as ammo. This wire tool will be parts. Okay, trader, sellables, ammo, kerosene, ammo. Alright, well, I think that covers that. Let's continue. I need water, which means I need a campfire. Stone, easy. I just put those away. Craft that. And this is in the way. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey for sure. Oh, where should I put my stuff? Oh boy. This place is probably full of zombies. Of which I'm trying to avoid for now, for the sake of this first episode. And the ground. Oh. Oh, so that's just painted on. Okay, in which case. Okay, cool. Don't need that. Alright. Boom. Okay. Look at all that. All these different quests that I'm not used to, including this one. It says use apple. Haven't I have not been on this mod for a long while. Cool. Alright. Well, we will continue with this. I need plant fiber. Put that away. This. I will. Oh gosh, I need more plant fiber. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll go ahead and craft that, get this going. Use that. What's this? Food, health, water, none. So this is food. And then curing infection. Okay, so that's like a jar of honey. Save that specifically. Save the water. How much does this give? Water regen 20. Yeah, gonna have to use that. And we'll place that there. Cool. Another journey complete. Well, if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button with your ninja star. And I will see all of you wonderful individuals in the next video as I fade into the shadows of games everywhere, as I bid you a fond farewell for now. Until next time, farewell.